to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards. Would have been with a touchback. Offense set on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. He's got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
It's a really good sign when you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Etienne. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Last time these two met, the big dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a rivalry game like they did, it means a lot. The bragging rights are even better. I can talk about Stalp when you're out. Speaking of Stalp, 2007, Mark Richt get the team to run on the field, celebrate. Those are the moments that you think about in this series that mean so much.
Yeah, we talked to the Gator coaching staff. They said it felt like Herschel Walker was back toting the rock for the Bulldogs. I mean, they had no answer for Georgia's running game a season ago. And defensively, the Gators know they've got to be a lot more physical in this one.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's the handoff. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Right. I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Pocket starts to collapse. Turns it loose deep. Makes the grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Pushes for the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Flagway. On the run, still looking. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gator.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lovett.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking to throw. Got a man in the middle. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He makes a catch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin. Yeah,
and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They'll try to bully their way for the first.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to
it. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They'll go hurry up here. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. They're bringing heat. He's moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The run to the left. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air. It's back. Feeling some heat. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Florida! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's got it again. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. It's Flagway. Looking deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everything.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep.
Deep shot for the end zone. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
He'll pull it down and run. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the right. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Going to the running game. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Back to throw, it's back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. Running toward the tape. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They'll give it to Johnson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss here in the 4th quarter, still deadlocked. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Got it in the middle. It's Lovett. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Let's see what they do on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. So here comes our first play of overtime. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Looking downfield, it's back. Quickly complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They jump on top here in OT.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He's going to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Glagway. Looking down the middle. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off. They are up against it, a third and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime playing that one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.